Hey YouTube, Twig here, bringing you all my Yu-Gi-Oh! The Crimson King structure deck opening. This is the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck for the TCG. I never once thought we'd ever get a Red Dragon Archfiend structure deck, but here we are. This deck is really awesome. It has so many new cards for the Red Dragon Archfiend deck, or Jack Atlas's main go-to powerhouse monster, Red Dragon Archfiend, including new Resonator monsters, new spells for the actual setup of those monsters on the field, along with a lot of different cards that just reference all of Jack's escapades throughout the 5Ds series. One thing I noticed about the actual structure deck is they shrunk it down. I guess they're using less cardboard now for it, so they can save the world, basically. But you still get a good amount of cards and a good amount of foils in one structure deck. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we get. They kind of remind me almost like the Speed Duel decks and how they are structured, but we have the playmat still, because there could be some people that are just starting off Yu-Gi-Oh! And don't know how to play. But the main thing that we buy these decks for are the structure decks, which are just stuffed down at the bottom, apparently. So there should be one of these little plastic tabs here also for us to open it up. And let's go ahead. I'll zoom in just a bit there, and we can see what we get in the actual structure deck. So we start off with Soul Resonator, one of the new Resonator monsters. Very, very awesome art. It almost reminds me of Red Resonator in a way, but also just a combination of Jack's original Dark Resonator also. So good setup support, especially in the form of this Resonator. And we have Vision Resonator. They're almost like remakes for all the other Resonators we've had in the previous decks as well. Just being an easy special summon for Vision Resonator on the field, then being able to add a spell or trap that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend just makes it a good searcher also. Level 2 and level 3 are also very viable for the needed Resonators. Here is Red Dragon Archfiend in Ultra Rare as well. Very nice also. We've had the different forms and rarities of Red Dragon Archfiend, but for those starting off, I believe we also do get Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend in the set. But an ultra rare of Red Rising Dragon is a definite nice touch. This card was a common for the longest time, but those looking to fully max rarity out their Red Dragon Archfiend decks can finally do so with this card in ultra rare. And I believe this is like a token for people, or just a promotional card even. Everyone's King, because to a lot of fans of 5Ds, Jack Atlas is the one and only King of Duels. So you have this little marker to show as such, placing it in the front of all your trade binders just to show that you mean business as the King of Games. We have Red Supernova Dragon in Super Rare. So I believe it came out in Ultra Rare in the Ghost from the Past, but still very nice in foil form. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, King Calamity. So many people thought that this card was going to be hit on the latest ban list, but here it is. I guess they wanted to promote the structure deck, obviously, so they gave us maybe one more ban list with it free. And here is the cover card, the new Scarred Red Dragon, or Scarred Dragon Archfiend. This card's name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while on the field or in the graveyard. So it's not like the actual name of Red Dragon Archfiend, so you can run this and other copies of Red Dragon Archfiend and Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend in the deck still. So awesome. I believe there are more synchros. They might just be common, but we also have Bone Archfiend. Just more setup, I'm guessing, because there are a good amount of Fiend monsters you want to run along with your Resonator monsters to summon out onto the field. We have Dark Resonator. Nice reprint there. Same with Creation Resonator. This card, I think, was only ever reprinted in the 5Ds Legendary Collection. We have Synchron Resonator, Red Resonator, plenty of Resonators to use. Crimson Resonator, another good one. Vice Dragon, so your level 5 monster to use with your level 3 Resonator monster to easily get out the Red Dragon Archfiend, or at least I believe that's how they intend for you to summon out Red Dragon Archfiend if you're going to go for your anime plays. We have Battle Fader, one of Jack's signature cards when on the defensive. Red Sprinter, when we first got our first wave of new support for Red Dragon Archfiends, this was one of the cards. Red Warg, another level 6 option to use with our level 2 Resonator monsters. Wandering King Wildwind, a nice reprint, also very useful card in the deck. Phantom King Hydride for another Fiend Tuner. Interesting if you didn't have the Resonator option, I guess. Magical King Moonstar. Absolute King Backjack has to be included in any Red Dragon Archfiend structure deck. And we also have Red Dragon Archfiend Assault mode, so just a little added option. I wonder if the Assault monsters are in this also. I see Assault Beast, Side Reflector. Okay, cool, so they are all in here. Fire Ant Escator. So this was actually Rex Goodwin's, not Jack's, but I guess Escator, Dawnwalker, and this are just another good level 8 synchro options. Danger Nessie's another cool reprint, along with Danger Chupacabra. Witch of the Black Forest, always good search power for your lower level and lower attack resonators. Absolute Power Force, another spell named after a booster pack. Target one Red Dragon Archfiend you control. That monster you control battles an opponent's monster. It gains 1,000 attack. Your opponent can activate card effects. So a real powerhouse card, and one of the searchers, I'm guessing, off of the new Resonator monster also. Crimson Gaia, you can add one Red Dragon Archfiend or one card that mentions it from your deck or graveyard to your hands, so a continuous spell searcher for the deck also. The one thing I realized, we didn't really have a lot of good generic spell support for the Red Dragon Archfiend deck, but nice to see that that might be a change, aside from Resonator Call. How could I forget Resonator Call? One of the best searchers just in general for the deck, and Resonator Commander. I take it back, there are some good Red Dragon Archfiend spells in the deck. Burning Soul, another one. It's more generic for Synchro, but definitely intended for it. Pot of Extravagance, another nice reprint for the set. And we have Fiendish Golem, almost like maybe a new take on Fiendish Chain for this card. We have Red Zone. This is, I believe, when he was summoning out Red Nova Dragon by harnessing the power of the Earthbound Immortals. And then we have King's Synchro, another reprint there. Same with Red Rain. Time to Stand Up, I believe, just came out in the Maze of Memories set. And then here's the actual Fiendish Chain, just like Jack used in the anime. Powerful Rebirth, more resource special summon onto the field. Assault mode, activate. Terrors of the Overroot. I feel like this just was reprinted in the Megaton also. And a common Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. We've had it in rare, so, you know, seeing it in common form doesn't shock me as much, but definitely a very good version of Red Dragon Archfiend. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss as well. And Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, and the last one. So yeah, plenty of synchros all in all with the entire structure deck, with the last one being Red Nova Dragon, which is definitely one of my favorite Red Dragon Archfiend monsters, if not just for the art alone. There are some synchros that we didn't get in the actual structure deck, making them probably to go up in price just in value, but this is still a very awesome structure deck to get, especially if you are a fan of the king himself, Jack Atlas. But definitely look forward to some deck profiles on the channel for the Red Dragon Archfiend deck. And as always, until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.